Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day you're watching this video. It's another food favourites. I'm on it. I'm not leaving it months in between. I'm actually filming one today. So today is Tuesday. It is the day after my birthday. I had a lovely birthday yesterday. I turned 27 and I spent it with my family and my sister's new puppy Reggie, who is the love of my life now, and I'm going to miss him so much because we are going away for the next week to Marrakesh. Yeah, let's get into the food that I've eaten this past week. And also, if you're wondering, this is from Paperchase. I went to an event, which I'll show you, and they gifted it to me, and it says, "Humankind, be both," and it's my new favourite mug. So I went up to London for a event. We went to the Quorn event. They kindly invited us, and they were introducing their new fishless fish. Is that what it's called, Alex? Fillets. Fishless fillets, and they were amazing. Honestly, they were so delicious. Event where they're releasing a new vegan fish fillet, and let's try it. It tastes like fish. Wow. Oh, that one's yummy. So got two flavours. The lemony one's really good.
Yeah.
So what's the other flavour?
I think it's salt and pepper.
The event was also just really interesting because they talked a lot about the impact of overfishing and farmed fishing or farmed fish, and we had some really interesting talks from the people who were hosting the event. So I did do a vlog over on our vlog channel all about that, so you can hear some more from the speeches, but it was just so fascinating, and to just learn more about the impact that the amount of fish that we eat in the developed world, how that impacts people in the developing world, because they were talking about the fact that 3 billion people on this planet rely on fish as their main source of protein. And because we are so greedy with our fish intake in the developed world and we want it cheap, we're causing problems for those people who actually rely on it as protein. If we keep on doing what we're doing, we'll have fishless oceans by 2048, which is very scary because that's in our lifetime. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting topic, and I learned a lot. But if you want to hear more about it, go over to that vlog because we talk about it at the end of the video. But it's really important, even if you don't want to go vegan or vegetarian, to think about eating alternatives, because there's so many out there, and you know, even just doing one day a week or something, and things like Quorn means you can have foods that you're used to on a day when maybe you're not going to eat any fish or meat. And the following day I was invited also. I felt like such a blogger that week because I've never really gone to these kinds of events, but Paperchase are releasing a new sustainable range, and they held a brunch at a new place in London called California Kitchen, which is a new plant-based cafe, and the food was amazing. It was really good. I had some pancakes and I met loads of really nice girls there, and it was kind of nice to go to an event like that, a blogger event, because I've never really gone to one. Then we went to TGI Fridays. It was a very good food day. It just so happened that all these things coincided when I was going up to London, and it worked out really well. But they have introduced a new vegan burger, and they invited me to go try it. And honestly, it was so good. It was very realistic. It's not for those of you who don't like fake meat. I actually do now. I used to not be so keen on it. I don't know why, but now I actually really enjoy fake meats and meaty burgers and stuff. It was very meaty. It was very convincing. It was like your classic burger, and I'm just so impressed that more and more chains like TGI Fridays, that you would think of as being this, you know, American diner that only serves meat, have vegan options, like a proper vegan menu. They had burger, they had chips, we had some garlic bread, some edamame beans, and they even had things like smoothies on the menu and stuff. And yeah, it just makes me so excited that there are so many chains now. Pretty much most chains in the UK now have a vegan menu or vegan options, which was not the case 5 years ago when I went vegan. And it's such a huge transformation, and it makes me very excited. Also, when we were in London, we went to a place called Ethos, which I posted on Instagram saying to you guys, where should I go? I'm in Oxford Circus, and everyone said go to Ethos, it's really good. So it's a sort of place where you have a buffet and then you pay for how much it weighs. The food was delicious, very impressed. There were so many different things I wanted to try. The only thing I would say is it's quite pricey, so it's not a place you go for a budget meal. My plate ended up costing about £13, but it was still very delicious, and lots of yummy healthy foods, lots of filling foods, and my favourite meals are the ones where you have loads of different things all on one plate. And also the interior was very cool. It had trees inside of it, so that made for a fun dining experience. It's definitely pricey. Come to this place called Ethos. I wrote on Instagram asking where we should go in Oxford Circus, and everyone said Ethos. So I've eaten half the food, but I will show you Alex's place. So it's basically like a buffet.
That's yours.
Yeah, I've eaten most of it. But it's a buffet, and then they weigh it, and then you pay for how much
Yep.
is on the plate. This is Alex's. This is what mine looked like a few minutes ago.
Piled up at the top.
It was very delicious.
Do you want to eat the spicy sauce?
No, I put spicy sauce on my plate and it's overpowered everything. But the mac and cheese is my favourite thing on the plate. I should have just had a whole plate of mac and cheese. I had to finish it off with it's a white chocolate, raspberry and pistachio donut.
Is it moist? Mm-hmm. Excellent.
So when we got back from London, it was very busy. I feel like the days have passed so fast since moving into our house. We've been all over the place, and we're off to Morocco tomorrow as well. But in between, we did have Oomp's new pizza that they're selling in Tesco. So you guys know that I love Oomph. I featured them in my last video. They're probably one of my favourites, if not my favourite meat alternative. And their stuff is just so good. If you want to like get the real deal stuff that reminds you of before you were vegan, or if you are non-vegan and you want to try something really legit, get something from Oomph. They have their, standard meat alternatives that come in bags, and they're stuff you can cook with, which I really enjoy. Or you can get their pizza, and we hadn't tried it before, and we tried it the other night, and it was so good, honestly. 10 out of 10 recommend. So this is the pizza. We haven't tried it before, the Oomph Italian style. This is what it looks like. Very excited to try this. Let's give this a go. I've shoved loads of rocket on top of it because I always do that with pizza. Doesn't taste vegan, like everything that Oomph does.
It definitely does not.
Does not taste vegan at all.
Wow, that's good. That's definitely the best one I've had from the shop.
By far. So they sell it in Tesco. I think it's only Tesco, maybe Holland and Barrett. If your friends are having pizza, you can go get this and you get a delicious pizza.
It's quite big, it's got a lot on it.
Yeah, yum. And then yesterday, I did get a few clips yesterday. I feel like this week has been such a good week for food. It looks like all I've done is eat out. I promise you I have eaten at home as well. But I had a really lovely day yesterday, and I went to a place called The Hub, or I think it's The Hub Box, maybe, in St Ives. They have one in Truro as well, in Cornwall. And it was a great place to go because they had quite a few different vegan options, as well as usual options for other people. I went with my sister, and Alex and I both had a burger each, and we also had to get the chili cheese fries because I couldn't resist. It was a struggle. I didn't manage to eat it all. Alex finished off my food, but to have chili cheese fries on a menu and that it's vegan is quite rare. So it was very, very good. The burgers were delicious. I couldn't actually pick which one was my favourite, but they were very good. So if you are ever in Cornwall, definitely go to The Hub. And then in the evening, we had a really nice meal at a new place called the Bear Bar in Truro, and I was recommended this place and it was very delicious. Again, similar to The Hub, they had really good options for vegans and non-vegans, and I got the kebab, the posh kebab, which was in kind of like a nice flatbread, and it had jackfruit, and oh my gosh, it was so good. If you ever come across a menu and it has some jackfruit on it, give it a try because it was really delicious. But it was a great way to enjoy my birthday. I think one of my favourite things about any holiday or any birthday or any event is the food. So it was really nice to go and try some places in Cornwall that I hadn't been to before. And I did just make some lunch as well. I tried to clear out the fridge. We always try and do this before we go away, not really do a shop and only buy little bits. We haven't really been shopping recently, and I just had to use up a few vegetables and bits in my fridge, and I came up with something pretty yummy. So it's lunchtime and we are leaving for Marrakesh tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing a meal that is just throwing everything I have in the fridge together. So it's kind of like a leftover meal. So I've tried to empty my fridge and not buy any food recently, so I'll show you what I have and we'll try and make something from it. So I've already put some quinoa on because that's the only grain that I have in the cupboard left over from, I think, a recipe video a while ago. So that is boiling on the stove right now with a little bit of stock in there. And here are the things I have to cook with. So we have some coriander, some rocket, so I think I'm gonna make a salad with those, some spring onion, carrot and pepper, and I'm gonna put those in the salad as well. We have a sad looking avocado that I need to eat, as well as this one. And then we have these pulled pork burgers, which I thought would be nice, that we have in the freezer. These are really delicious burgers. They're one of my favourite burgers, and Linda McCartney's range is amazing. We've got some olives that are left over, a bit of lemon, a bit of hummus, and then also these, I think Alex is gonna eat these, but he made these the other day, or maybe when he was at his parents' house. These like chicken nugget things. I don't know where they're from or anything. And then this is a Linda McCartney sausage. So he's gonna have those, I'm gonna have the burgers, and then we're gonna have a salad with some quinoa. So it's quite a nice leftover meal really, but it means that now our fridge only has jars, which is, I know that's ridiculous, but it's Alex's obsession with buying jarred foods. We have some Vitalite, which my parents actually gave me because they had too much of it at Christmas, because my mum bought loads of recipes. These things I actually got gifted in a Greedy Llama subscription box. It's a vegan subscription box, and I got this plant protein, and this was something my sister gave to me because she wasn't keen on it. Some milk, which we need to we might take that with us as a snack. We have some Oatly custard, which doesn't go off, so that's good. We'll take these grapes with us when we travel. These chicken slices, I think Alex is going to try and eat today somehow, and then we've got just some vegan cheese which won't go off for the next 5 days, so everything else is clear. And then we've just got some juice and stuff, and more jars. It means we've got nothing fresh that will go off in the fridge. So I've kind of changed my mind. I've chopped up all of these little things, and I'm going to mix it all together with the quinoa and put some lemon in there, maybe some spice. I have this, I might put some of this mixed herbs, and also I've got this sriracha and lime stuff that my mum got me, or my grandma, can't remember which, but yeah, I'll put some of that in, so it's all mixed in with some lemon and also some of the olives, and then have the burgers on the side with some rocket, rather than kind of placing it all on the plate and then mixing it in like that. It's kind of nice to mix it all together. I know you feel alone. How long can this thing live on? Walking around. So there's Alex's. I've just shoved it all on because it doesn't need to be neat and pretty. I'm going to take a photo of mine, so I want mine to look a bit neater, but...
What?
Looks so good.
That's good, yeah, wow.
Yum. Looking good. So there it is, looking very beautiful. Can't wait to eat this. Pretty good for a leftover meal. Very colourful. I added sriracha because I can't not. So that's it, that's all the food I filmed over the last week. It was a great week for food, and I thought I'd share it. Let me know if you like these videos, and I'll try and do one a month because I think they're really interesting if I'm ever traveling anywhere or doing something a bit more fun. And maybe I could do one where I just do home meals, so cooked meals at home. I will see you in my next video. Let me know if you want to see a video from Marrakesh in Morocco. Go subscribe to our vlog channel because we'll vlog all of it over on there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Yeah.